Action.
In this skill, I'll be providing a partial bed bath to the patient.
Come in.
Hi, my name is Richard. I'm your CNA and I'm here to give you a partial bed bath.
Oh, do you want some?
Great. Can you tell me your name and your date of birth?
Cynthia, 9/22.
Wonderful. Cynthia, I'm going to make sure that you have your call bell here. I'm going to give you some privacy before I go get my equipment. Pull the privacy curtain here. And I'll return in just a moment, okay?
All right.
I'm going to get my equipment, which includes a water basin, several washcloths, a towel, and some body wash. Check the water to make sure the water is appropriate temperature. It's warm. I put approximately 2 inches of water in the basin. There we go. I have a barrier. And we will take this back to the patient. Go. I have to go get the rest of my equipment. I'll be right back, okay? There's a privacy blanket. And your body wash. I'll be right back. Body wash. Okay. Before I begin, I'm going to provide you with the privacy blanket before I remove your gown.
Okay.
You sit up just a moment. Thank you very much. There we go. Okay. So the partial bed bath is face, neck, arm and underarm and hands on one side. I'm going to raise the bed up to its working height for me. Okay, there we go. And also, because I'm going to be working on her face, I have to use gloves when there's things like I'm touching her eyes or anything. So that's one of the things that I must do for infection control. There we go. Let's just try you after I wash your face. I'm going to put the cloth in water. No soap is used on the washcloth for her face. Is this okay? For your face?
Yes.
I won't do that with the other one. Okay?
Sure.
All right. So when I wash her face, I use one side of each of the washcloth each time I wipe an area of her face. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 surfaces to wash her face, so I can wash 4 separate areas of her face. And I begin with the eyes, and I wash from the inner canthus, which is the inside of the eye, to the outside always. So it's left, inner to out. And I can repeat the process before I move to the right, just to be sure that I'm doing a thorough job. Left inner to out. And then I can do right inner to out. And repeat that process again if I want. Get out. Now what I can do with the rest of their face now here is I can get another washcloth, which I will do. And I'll wet that washcloth. And I can clean the rest of her face. Again, one side per area of the face. So I'm gonna wipe her forehead over here like this, around here like that with one surface. And I'm gonna do the other side with the other like that. I can wipe down here and all the way around here like this. I can wipe down the nose, under here and around here, like that, okay? I can also use the back of the washcloth because it hasn't been touched by skin at all, and I can finish it up by wiping it here, okay? Now before I proceed, I'm gonna make sure I pat dry her face to make her look clean and beautiful.
Thank you. She's good.
There we go. It's because I care. There, is it all dry?
Yeah.
Okay, good, good, all right. Now I can proceed to the next part of her body. Now with this part of her body, I can use soap, body wash. So in doing that, what I like to do is I like to fold two of the leaves back, put an ample amount of soap in the middle, and then I like to just rub it in to make it nice and sudsy. I can see the suds start to develop on my gloves. You can see that. You can see the white sudsy stuff on my glove. Can you see that in the camera? Yeah, I'm getting that soap suds there. Good. Good camera work there. Okay. All right. So what I'll be doing is I'll be exposing only one part of her body here, and I'll be working from cleanest to dirtiest areas. So I'll be doing her arm up here like this, and one nice clean area like that, okay? And her hands are the dirtiest part, or the most soiled part. So I'll be cleaning the hands individually, fingers, and checking under the fingernails to be sure that anything that might have gotten under there from food or anything like that is nice and clean, okay? And finally, I would clean under her arm, a surface over here like this, okay? And again, I'm gonna pat dry everything dry, supporting her along the way. And making sure between her fingers are all nice and dry. Okay, all right. Nice and dry?
Thank you.
Good,
Yes.
you're welcome.
Why, Richard?
All right.
You didn't.
You're right, thank you. Thank you, I forgot to rinse. Oh my gosh, that's because
Good.
I'm using the dry cloth. I got thrown off, all right?
'Cause I don't have a tank top.
So one of the things I forgot to do was one of the students reminded me I forgot to rinse. Okay, so after I use the soapy washcloth, which I have here, here's my soapy washcloth with all the soapy suds in it, use this, then I take a wet washcloth with no soap on it, wet, and I'd wipe off all of that soapy film to be sure that she is nice and squeaky clean, okay? So that's what we would do to finish her up. And then I would pat her dry. You have such small hands.
Yes, so small and everything. Small feet, small arm.
There we go. Okay. And then I would give you a clean gown.
Okay.
That would be the last part of this step here would be to change out her gown and give her a clean gown because this is, but since this is just a partial bed bath, we're just gonna put the gown back in place, okay?
Alright.
So, there we go. You can sit up there and do this. Pull this up here like this, pull it over there like that, there we go. Pull this back in place, all right. And I will, here's your call bell.
Okay.
I'm gonna lower the bed for you. How does that feel?
Oh, nice.
Good.
Now I can go to sleep.
Good. There we go. And I would put my dirty linens in the dirty linen hamper here. Here. These go into here. I will dispose of this all over here by the sink. The basin is emptied out. The basin gets rinsed out. And dried. Paper towel. This. The basin with the body soap goes back in storage in the bedside cabinet right here. I'm going to push back the privacy curtain and remove my gloves. Sanitize my hands. You have your call bell. The bed has already been lowered. I'll put this here in case you need this. Is there anything else I can get you?
No, thank you.
All right. My skill with the corrections is done.